Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to create this look using the Mars cosmetic brushes. These are one of the most affordable brushes, especially if you're a beginner. And I'll also teach you step by step how to use all of these brushes if you're a beginner. So let's get started. First up, this is the packaging. Comes in a green cardboard box and you get a set of 8 brushes in this. The MRP of this is almost 800 rupees, but I got it for 500 on sale. These are the eye brushes and these are the face brushes. So I'm using a orange corrector over here. To blend this orange corrector, I'm gonna be using a concealer brush. Now the best part about these brushes for beginners is it clearly mentions right here that it is a concealing brush. So I'm just gonna use this brush. Now when I'm using this brush, I can feel that it's very soft, and I'm using patting motions to blend my orange corrector. Now once I'm done with that, I'm gonna pick the next brush, which is a foundation brush. So after using a color corrector, we move on to foundation. So this is what a foundation brush looks like. Before that, I'm just gonna dot my face with a little bit of product, and then we are using a foundation brush. So this is called kabuki brush. Like you can see, it has beautiful tight bristles, and it is flat on top, so you can blend your foundation very easily. That's what I'm doing. So to how to use this brush is very simple. You just have to pat it all over your face like how I'm showing in the video, and that's pretty much it. And for the next part, we are going to conceal our under eyes. So I'm gonna use a concealer. All the products will be in the description of what I've used, so you can check it out right there. So after concealing the eyes, now I need a smaller brush to conceal my brush. So I'm again using the same brush that I showed you all initially, the smaller brush, concealing and highlighting brush, and I'm blending everything. Since the brush is very small, I can blend the product really well even in the inner corner of our eyes. So always prefer using smaller brushes like the one I'm showing in the video. Now once we are done with concealing our face, I'm gonna move on to the next step. But before that, would you guys wanna see how my base looks like? So this is what my base looks like. It looks flawless because brushes give you more coverage. Okay, next I have an angle brush over here. Can you see it has a beautiful angle? That's why it's called a angular brush. Now we can do a lot of multiple uses out of this brush, but I am going to use this brush to fill in my eyebrows. So I'm just drawing a line on the bottom as well as on the top. Basically I'm just following the shape of my eyebrows, and I'm just filling it in. I've used a brown eyeshadow to fill in my eyebrows here. Now this is called eyeshadow blending brush. Like you could see, it looks fluffy, and you can use any eyeshadow with the help of this brush. But since the brush is a little bigger, you will get a very smooth sort of a finish like you're seeing on my eyes. You will get something like this, a very smooth, soft, blended effect, because the brush is a little bigger in size. But if you want a precise application, I mean, like you want something to look very dark and intense in your eye, you will use something called as pencil brush like this. You can see this brush is very small, so if you want a eyeshadow to be applied in detail, or a little stronger, you can use this brush to give that fine detailing. Moving on to the next brush. Next up, I'm gonna use this brush, which is eyeshadow packing brush. That means this brush is gonna be a little flat and also a little rounder, but we can use this to apply shimmer particles on our eyes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm packing the brush using the shimmer particles. How to use this brush? You can either use patting motions, or you can use dragging motions like how I'm doing. Either one is fine. Just pat it or use dragging motions. I'm also giving my eye shimmer a little shape with the help of the same brush. Now, like I told you, the angle brush can be used in multiple uses. So I filled my eyebrows with the same brush. Right now I'm also filling my I'm drawing a eyeliner with the help of same brush. So you see, I've just used the eyeshadow over here to draw this eyeliner effect. You can do it with the help of a black eyeshadow using this angle brush. I also used a white kajal in my eyes. Now to blend that out, I'm using the same pencil brush. I told you, right? If you want to use a brush for small detailing, pencil brush is something you have to use. Moving on, I have a powder brush over here. Powder brushes are always a little oval on top, and also the bristles are very loosely packed. So I'm gonna use this brush and powder my entire face. Now this brush is a multi-purpose brush, so not only for powdering, but I'm gonna use this brush for different uses. So the next use, out of the same powder brushes, I'm gonna contour my face. So I'm just using a brown eyeshadow and contouring my entire face with the brush. This brush is very fluffy, so it will give you a smooth contour, not a sharper contour. And also let me tell you, if you're somebody with a smaller face, a smaller brush than this would do good, because this brush is a medium size brush. Now next up, I'm using a powder highlighter, and I'm using the same brush. I've just cleaned my brush with a dry tissue, and I'm just using my highlighter with the same brush. Next, I'm going to use the same brush again, the powder brush, for applying a blush. I'm using a powder blush. So you see, just one brush, but we did 4 uses out of the same brush. Moving on, I have my last brush over here, which is a lipstick brush. This brush is very flat, very thin, very sharp. So you can use this for applying your cream lipsticks, or also to draw a cut crease on your eyes. So that completes my look. If you did enjoy this video, do let me know in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe my channel. For this brush, I'll give a thumbs up. If you want to purchase, the link is in the description. You guys can check it out. Bye bye.